My favorite game from round 3 was between Levon Aronian and Vidit Gujrathi. Yeah, Vidit had a very torrid time playing against Caruana when he made a small blunder which turned out to be a huge one in the context of the team standings as well. And now he's again with black pieces against a very strong grandmaster from Armenia representing the Europe, Levon Aronian. So let's have a go. Knight f3, d5, e3, c5. So Levon is playing a structure that we see against d4 with black pieces. c4. So this main line, bishop d3 of ready opening, and the normal move here is to play either knight f6 or knight c6. Vidit chooses knight c6 in this position. Aronian castles, both sides developing their pieces. Well, there's only one game in this position where d3 is played. But here Aronian chooses bishop a4. So knight goes to d7. And now h3 just attacking that bishop. So bishop tucks back to h5. Keeping an eye on the queen. So if queen moves, then bishop will take and try to ruin the pawn structure. But Aronian has queen b3. So if takes, then he can take it with the queen. So nothing serious going on. d3, just giving way for this bishop. e5. Now Vidit try to solidify its center. That's a very good move. Rook e1, bishop e7. So preparing for castle. Knight bt2, and now castling. Knight e4, queen c7, putting more protection. Now three pieces are taking control of this pawn. a3, stopping this annoying bishop b4, hassling the rook. That's a good move. a5, knight g3, bishop g6, recaptures at c6, and now knight takes. So if pawn takes, which is what happens, then this bishop goes queen d6, rook tucks back to e2, and now it's knight c5. And looking at this position, I think Vidit stands better because he has controlled these two squares. Aronian is yet to develop his queenside pieces. This rook looks very good. So much space advantage at the queen side. So I think this position is better for Vidit. Vidit will have some chances, and not to forget more pressure on this square on d3. Knight e4 just stopping that bishop's path to d3. Knights were exchanged, and now e takes. Rook e8, f3, a4, c5. Now challenging the queen. Queen takes that pawn. Bishop f4. So now it's a gambit, and now Vidit has very solid chances in this position. Queen b6, rook c1, c5, rook c4, f6. And in this position, I thought that Aronian would take the pawn on a4, and I don't see how the position might change with these passed pawns, with 2-1 majority on the queen side at the rook side. So the position would have been quite level. Aronian would still have chances. The compensation for these two pawns, these two passed pawns, I mean this passed pawn especially, d3, this will become passed pawn eventually. But here Aronian somewhat miscalculated queen c1 and underestimated rook a5. So putting more protection here. And now a very incredible move from Aronian. Rook ec2. Bishop f1 forces this rook to capture on c5. Bishop f7 wasn't played by Vidit, I must say, but Vidit played f5, which was an inaccuracy and a missed opportunity. But let's see what happens if bishop f7. Rook has to recapture d3, and believe it or not, this rook is under pin. With this pawn attacking the rook, bishop c7, rook takes, queen takes, and now rook takes c2. Two rooks for a queen. This is a passed pawn, deadly passed pawn. I think this position should have been winning for Vidit. And it was stunning. Look at this rook, it's running out of squares. Bishop f7 simply attacking this rook with d3, placing this under pin. Sorry about that, this arrow. It would have been a completely different story for the Indian. And mind you, this game will have a serious effect on Vidit's psychology going into this tournament. He plays f5. Ooh. Forcing to play rook takes c5, and again Vidit doesn't play d3, placing this rook under pin. Instead he recaptures. Wow, two blunders in a row. Rook was taken, and now Aronian is in the element, in his element. Now d3, bishop comes e3, takes care of this pin, takes care of this rook. What a horrible miss from Vidit that was. Queen e6, rook c7, Aronian is now under charge. Queen takes e4, but bishop does a tremendous job of blocking this pawn. h6, oh Vidit, what have you done? You missed your only chance against a top GM. Bishop c3, this is very strong indeed. Queen g6, strengthening queen side. Rook e7, this was captured. King h7, queen e5, keeping an eye on this square, so this queen has to be controlling this. Bishop e8, king f2, bishop here, g4, bishop b3, bishop c2. Still it looks like a draw, but let's see. So he allows this bishop c2 move, which was a mistake. Now this allows, now after queen e7 he could have played bishop d5, but now he plays bishop c2, which allows b4, and Vidit has to take this pawn en passant. So it looks like two pawns and this pawn can run through, but no. Bishop b2, h5, g5, h4, a4, and the game has gone from Vidit. It's all lost. a5, this pawn will go through. a6, queen cannot take it because of queen takes g7, mate. Oh Vidit, bishop d1, he tries one last trick. King takes d2, and after this massive exchanges, king takes d2. That was the last move of the game. There is no stopping this pawn. This pawn can be cracked down, and here Vidit resigned. Wow, two consecutive heartbreaks for Vidit Gujrathi. That must be tough on him. He's having a very torrid time, and the black pieces aren't even helping him either. That was the only loss from Team India, which has hurt them quite a lot. Well, I will be bringing you another game in round 4. I hope you like this one. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.